Morning guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video on the little 68 plate smart car. In today's video we're going to test fit. I've just clipped the bumper on, I've just test fitted the bumper, and we're going to put a skim of dolphin glaze around this repair, get it in primer. The bumper fits fine. Obviously when I bolt that in, it'll bolt up and be in line fine. So I managed to get the lines correct there. So that's all good. And obviously all the other sides the same. So I can get a little skim of dolphin glaze over this now, which is a final finishing putty or filler. Depends what you call it or where you're from. And then start flattening the rest of the door shut down and stuff. And we'll start getting this ready for primer and see how far along we can get and go from there. See you in a mo.
Time for the weekend, work is coming to an end. I got my eyes wide open, savoring the moment, trying to breathe it all in. If I could slow down the clock, I would. When I'm with you, I just feel so good. I hit replay every single night. So for now, let's just take our time. Now that I've got you by my side, tell me you're ready for the ride. You know we're gonna make it last all night. So let's just take our time.
Well, it's the next day. Yesterday I started putting the filler on, the dolphin glaze on, and because it was really hot I decided to only put a little bit of hardener in. Yeah, that didn't go according to plan. I didn't quite put enough in because I left it half hour, come back out, hadn't gone off. I had to remove it all, redo it all. I've done it all, it's all blocked down, it's all ready to go. The only issue I come across is when they repaired this, they decided to get to about here and not bother sanding any of it, and they painted straight over it. So I'm having to remove all of their bad paint. We've got a few runs down there, a few runs down there. I've still got, as you can see, all their paint is flaking off. They didn't really go into here, which is alright, so I'm gonna have to puff a bit of paint around in now. But I'm literally gonna carry on sanding off all their bad paint where they didn't bother prepping it properly. This side of it they prepped, which was okay. It's all adhered to it correctly. It's just the front onwards, they didn't bother sanding it. So I'm gonna crack on. I'm trying to beat the heat. It's early in the morning now. I was blocking this, well, I was here till 5 o'clock last night, putting right what I mucked up. I had to scrape it all back off, use thinners, get it off, redo it. Yeah, I was here till about 5 o'clock sorting it out basically, in that heat, and it was vile. So it's even hotter today and tomorrow. It's 28 degrees today and tomorrow, so I'm trying my hardest to beat the heat. I'm gonna get this flatted off and get some primer on it, let it dry, block all the primer down, and then we'll see what it's like. If it's too hot, then I'm just gonna leave it till the morning, come in when it's cooler, and then smash some paint on it. But yeah, we'll go from there. I'm gonna plod on, start sanding this, and I'll see you in a moment.
Time for the weekend, work is coming to an end. I got my eyes wide open, savoring the moment, trying to breathe it all in. If I could slow down the clock, I would. When I'm with you, I just feel so good. I hit replay every single night. So for now, let's just take our time. Now that I've got you by my side, tell me you're ready.
when you think you're getting somewhere and you're really not in the mood for it and it's melting hot. Smashed a bit of etch prime around it, weren't happy with one of my lines here, so sanded some back, reshaping my line, which is normal, and then I ended up having to grind all that out because your man decided that sanding any panel weren't necessary, and for some reason you just put body filler straight on fresh paint. Yeah, I was sanding one of my lines and weren't happy with the way my line come around the bend. Thought I'll reshape the line, make it look, you know, as good as it can. I wanted the line right, and something cracked. I was like, oh, right, what's that? Bit of filler fell straight out. So I had to get my little mini grinder, grind the whole lot out, take all of his filler out, back to bare metal, and now I've got to rework all of that door shut and do that properly. Cheers. This ain't panning out very well. Quick little job. It's turned into a nightmare. What with him not sanding none of that down, and I thought he'd sanded that lot down. Well, he had, because I sanded all that off, but from there back was all bare metal and down to there, so I thought I was fine. Didn't bother touching the inside bit and didn't realise that it was filler from there up to there. To grind it all out, because yeah, our bodywork man just thought he'd slap filler on fresh paint. Yeah, pretty good. And it is melting in here. It is a sculpture today. It's the hottest day so far. So I've got more blocking to do. I'm going to get a bit of fiberglass in now. The filler stops down here and it's ground out and stopped up there. It is not the day to be doing this. It's a little bit warm in here. About 35. And yeah, my video is not going according to plan. I don't know what else to really say to you other than I think I need to go home. Jesus. Right, I'm going to crack on. I need to get this in primer. I'm going to get this repaired and I'll pop back in a bit of an update. I'm not time lapsing, it's too hot. I'm just not in the mood to stop start with a camera, as you can imagine. I'm just going to crack on and I'll come back in a mo. There we go. All repaired. There's a little ding there, so I've done that as well. Just wanted to get my edge correct and all this happened. We put a little skim of fiberglass in, one skim of filler and a little skim of dolphin glaze to finish it off with. And now we should be able to get a bit of etch primer on that, just to cover up any exposed pieces. I'll get that done and come back in a mo. There we go. Dusted a little bit of etch primer over it. Etch primer's got no build, it's just thin. But what I was concentrating on is that line, making sure my line was right down there. And by the time I got a bit of higher build on it and smoothed it and what have you, that's going to be fine. All the repair and everything looks alright. It's only here or so, it just highlights it and shows you what's what, but it's like chemical etch. So it's typically an acid etch primer. But that's what I was concerned about, them lines, getting them right. And now we've removed all of this rubbish and we've done it properly. It ain't looking too bad. So I've got the massive operation clean up now. Get everything out. I'm going to do the bin run, move all this lot, try and move all the boxes, clean the car, clean everything, and get some primer on it. Hopefully. I'm melting, it's so hot. Yeah, let me crack on, get cleaning. I'll see you in a while. Still melting. We're all cleaned up. Clean the car down. We've got to let that dry, obviously, dry it down and what have you. I don't want to adult anymore. I want to go home. I'm done. It's ruined me today. Yeah, I can stay and dry it and rush around and all of that. I'm not interested. and I'll come back in the morning and hammer it. It's just nothing I can do. I weren't expecting to grind all that out, re-repair everything, and sort everyone else's mess out basically. So today has killed me, and the weather has done me no favours. Tomorrow's the same, so I've really got to crack on. I'm gonna get up here early, mask it up, get primered, let it dry, block it all down, and hopefully we'll attempt to get it painted as well. But that is it from me today. I'm dead. It is red hot. That's enough for me on a Sunday. I'm gonna go home and have a nice bath, I think. Yeah, as always, a massive thanks for watching, and we'll see you very soon on the next one. Stay safe and be lucky.